Hi there, I'm Puck and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK. Hi there and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK for an unboxing and review. So just one item for you today. So look, I'm being good, I'm cutting down. So we got one parcel which I believe has come all the way from Japan, from HobbyLink Japan, and we're going to give it a go to review it. So let's hope what I actually think in here is in here. So we get the knife in. Always put the knife away from you, they say, as I do it straight towards me. I'm going to hashtag flip open the flap, as we like to say on the channel, as we come in here. Now, I'm a good knife, you see. I've lost that in all the pile of mess. So this is the backup knife, so it's not very sharp. So what do we have here? We've got cardboard. I can see cardboard. That's good. What is it? Oh, I think we're in luck, everybody. I believe, there she is, I believe that is a Mafex Jim Lee version of Storm in her white costume. So what I'm going to do is get all this cellophane off, take a closer look, and we'll try and get her unboxed. Right then, we're going to try a voiceover now. My first of a couple of new camera techniques on this one. So I've gone for what's called on the phone a cinematic pan here, ladies and gentlemen. Then you have to do a little voiceover after because it doesn't record sound. So we'll see how this looks. But I thought this might give you a better look at the packaging with hopefully less reflection. So what I tried here was I got my ring light and I've got it dangling above my figure with one hand and I've got my phone in the other hand. So here is a look of, say, the front of Storm's packaging and now over to the side. So it should do it in also a slow motion. So do let me know if this technique is any good and I can try it again some more in the future if we like it. But hopefully a nice clear packaging shots are coming through. And again, from Mafex, you do get a nice box. You get that comic book style, you get the pixelation, a bit of the purple colour here on the back of the sort of X-Men boxes for Storm. Some nice sort of pose shots of what you can get the figure to do. Look at the alternate heads there, and it is Mafex, of course, number 177. So do hit up your Japanese retailers, maybe Amazon Japan, HobbyLink Japan. Anybody else knows any, please do leave any in the live chat or the comment, because these are usually cheaper than getting it through your actual UK retailers or even Big Bad Toy Store. They can be more expensive. And there is your Mafex authentic logo, the bottom of the packaging. So now from the packaging we will move on to what Storm looks like in the tray. So I've taken the front bit of the tray off there and hopefully we get some nice clear shots here without any reflection of what Storm comes like in the tray. So you've got her posed up. She has that cellophane between her abdomen and between the groin. Yeah, just to stop paint rub, I think, is mainly what that is actually for. You've got your 5 sets of interchangeable hands there to go through and your 2 interchangeable heads, which we will take a closer look at later in the video when I try a second fancy camera technique. So she's looking very, very nice in the box there, very shiny pearlescent white on Storm. Next we'll have a look, and of course the base there. You do get a base with all Mafex figures. To say it's quite good. Sometimes a bit loose. You've got to get the screwdriver in there to tighten them up a bit, but I do enjoy using those. I use them a lot in my Super 7 because they're always floppy. A couple of the lightning effects now. You've got the sort of spread out effects and the versions that go on the hands as well. Take a look at Storm outside of the packaging. Right, she's straight out the packaging, and I've put her with her friends at the minute, the Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that's where I've got some shelf space to actually record at the moment, because I'm moving all the toys around as ever. So first impressions, though, Storm is looking very, very nice in hand. Very pearlescent white on her, very, very shiny pearlescent white. You've got the cape that's nice, a soft goods cape, which is better than some I've seen, unlike the Marvel Legends one that's very plasticky. This is a very smooth looking cape. And yeah, this is a really, really nice looking Storm from first impressions. So we will go over the articulation in the next segment. And I might try a new sort of zoomed in camera technique. So we'll see how we get on with that one. Right, the fancy camera work continues as we now try a locked zoom here for an articulation segment. So the head, let's have a look what Storm can do. She can twist side to side, but her shoulder pads here do get in the way of your side to side there. So you're going to have to watch those. You're going to get absolutely nothing back because of the actual size of the hair sculpt there. Lovely hair sculpt, but will get in your way. But you'll get a nice bit. You'll get a nice bit forward there, so she can look down. But you do get good sort of pivoting and everything on the head there. In terms of the arm, we can come up to a full T, as you can see there. The elbow is I think it's double jointed, but you're not actually going to get a double joint out of it because of the puffy sleeves. You're definitely only going to get single joint use on the elbow, but we do have rotation at the bicep and a full butterfly joint I'm just discovering here there as well, so her arms will go back quite far. In terms of torso, you've got a bit of side to side rocker, not a lot going forward in the chesticles, but you do get a bit of crunch there at the waist and a nice deep sort of side to side there as well. In terms of the crotch, I'm sure you've all come to see the crotch on this channel. You get the full, so you can do the splits, full leg spread. Here comes your pervert shot. There's the rear view of Storm, and looking rather nice. And oh, I'm just noticing some shading back here. Actually, you can see some sort of shading here on the ass cheeks, so that's nice to see. So lots of paint shading, and I can notice some on the thighs at the front there. So on camera, it does appear that the lower part of the legs are a slightly different colour than the rest, but that is my bright lights. That is not noticeable under normal light. Is that a fight cut there? I don't think it is actually, is it? No, it's not actual fight cut. It looks like there's a fight cut there, but I guess mine's stuck. That's not wanting to move. And you do get, you get great knees though. You get double jointed knees that go all the way up there. You get basically the kick your own ass pose. And as I've always said, the articulation is very smooth with Mafex. They just move lovely, and you've got a bit of toe articulation there, and your full rocker. So in terms of Storm's movement, yeah, absolutely outstanding. And she will stand up, which is a bonus compared to the Marvel Legends version. Right, it's close-up time then of the alternate head. So there is the screaming head. And again, the paint on this is just absolutely outstanding from Mafex here. So there is the screaming head. Not sure quite how to describe this head. Sort of sultry look on her face. Sort of semi-pissed off. She's not happy with something though. This is the, someone's pissed me off head sculpt. But again, hair's looking very nice on this one. So that is your 2 alternate head looks. And just a close-up there, the one that actually comes on her in the packaging. So again, your eyes are all fully whited out in these head sculpts, and you've got the sort of mouth closed posed on that one. In terms of alternate hands, then you do get the lightning effects here, and again they've done a translucent sort of yellow plastic. They do look very, very nice the way they're sculpted onto the actual hand there. The Mafex have started putting these little pegs in, so what that means is the joints aren't too tight, so when you slide that off the peg, it will slide onto the wrist nicely, and it will take away any sort of risk of breakage. So not only do you get a pair of those, you get a pair of these sort of thinner ones, again with a peg there on the bottom. So I'm assuming this kind of goes on a finger maybe. You might actually put this one, I'm not 100%. There might be a alternate hand, thinking about it, that this plugs into the palm of. And yeah, there they are, there's the bad boys. So you've got the open palm with the peg in the middle, so they will slide into that. See, Mafex experience showing through there. And there's the other selection of hands. Then you've got the fists, and you've got the 3 other different versions of sort of open palm. So plenty of display options for you toy photographers out there in terms of accessories with this one. And of course you do get the Mafex stand, which is a nice solid stand. You can usually use the screws to tighten those up as well. Right then, main event. This is what you come to see. Storm in all sorts of different collections before we get her downstairs into the Mafex. So here she is with her X-Men animated friends and some Marvel Legends from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. So there is both Storms in the same shot. Of course, that is the animated version from Hasbro in the background with the cell shading on from the classic 1992 animated series. But of course, she doesn't stand up because Storm is the worst culprit of the jelly legs in Marvel Legends. So she is on a McFarlane stand, and that is where she's bloody staying. So I'm not taking her off for a comparison because I'll never get her back there. And you can see all my plugs in the background. This is sort of my bottom cube. So if you did want her to actually scale her in with Marvel Legends, she is pretty much perfect size, as you can see here, to go in with those animated figures if you didn't want to get the animated version of Storm. But you are obviously talking a bit of a price difference. I got this from Hobbylink Japan. Before shipping, it worked out about £52, about £70 with shipping. But again, that's cheaper than some of the UK retailers on this one. So quite happy with that price. And literally, as of a few minutes ago, I managed to order the Magneto, the new classic Magneto from Mafex, to go with her from Hobbylink Japan. So he might still be up, and he's looking for a pre-order of that one. But there she is with our first lot of Marvel Legends. I will now stand up. My foot's gone a bit dead, and we will look at her with some more Marvel Legends. Right, into the Marvel Legends wardrobe we go. And there she is, side by side with the black costume version of Jim Lee Storm from Marvel Legends. So get your votes in now. Which colour is more accurate to the comic? The black, the white, or maybe I'm starting to lean towards silver. I think might be quite an accurate colour. So it's all about the different shading in the comic and how she came across. But there's the white version, there's the black Jim Lee version. Of course, I'm cheating with this one because of her stupid manky pin legs. She is leaning on the base from the Toy Biz version of Storm. So if anybody's got that, she does fit in it well. So I might actually potentially use that one on displays, take that out and then get her posed up alongside, because I think she would look kind of cool in with that base on. But I usually use that base to display this one because she will not stand up at all. So you want to see her scale. If I pan back a bit there, you can see her in with all those other X-Men Marvel legends. So she definitely scales well. So, and I think she's a definite improvement on the Marvel legends. So I'm really highly recommending this one, even if you're a line mixer. I struggle with line mixing, but I try my best at times. So there she is with the Hasbro Marvel Legends. And I think there's only one thing left together to do. Let's get her downstairs alongside the Marvel Legends Haslab Sentinel and the Mafex figures. Right, we've made it down the stairs. So here we are in the Mafex display. That of course is next to Galactus here in the living room in the IKEA D12 cabinet. So at the back there, you see Wolverine himself on the poster. He's having a fight with, of course, a big member of the Q crew, of course, Hellfire Hank himself. So Jean Grey's at the top on a bit of old fishing wire or something she's dangling from. So I might eventually put Storm over there, but I need to find some more wire. So at the moment I've got her down here with the brown suit costume version of Wolverine there. So again, they scale pretty good. She's taller than Wolverine, as she should be, and the Sentinel looking quite imposing in the background. To show you some of the ones we've got down here, we've got a Psylocke down there, again dangling on a bit of a cable tie from the Sentinel himself, and then we've got Gambit down the bottom, and we've got Cyclops at the bases from Marvel Select, and the base of the actual unit is Marvel Legends comic books from the Toy Biz days that I've sort of used PVA glue to stick down to the base. So if I pan back here, you should be able to get sort of the full shot of the display there. So there is Storm in that section. But what I'm going to do now is change her hands up. I think she needs maybe the screaming head and some lightning effects, and we can see if we can get her posed maybe down the bottom of this section. And actually quickly, while her head's off, you can see it's sort of the bent ball peg they go for Mafex here. So you do get more articulation with the bent ball peg. And ladies and gentlemen, there she is. So I've changed the lightning effect pose hands, and I've changed the face, so she's got her screaming face on. And my goodness, this is so good. This is one of my absolute favourite Mafex figures in this collection. Oh yeah, her articulation in the arms isn't as great as some of the others, but everything else on her just looks absolutely perfect. This is a great looking Storm figure, so I would highly recommend her to anybody that's after a very decent version of Storm. So she's down there, she's with Cyclops, he's blasting off, Gambit's using his effects, and then she's got her lightning effects there. So Psylocke, as they're all sort of attacking the Sentinel down there. So yeah, this Haslab Sentinel just works really, really well alongside these Mafex figures. So I'm looking forward to more, as I say, Magneto coming soon. But I think that's it. They need to get Rogue or somebody on pre-order. We need a Beast as well. There's still more to come. So let's hope Mafex continue this line. And of course, Jubilee. How can I forget Jubilee? She is desperately needed. Rich M's going to kill me if I forgot Jubilee. And of course, there's Jean Grey up there. She's probably my least favourite of this collection so far, but it always seems to be the case for Jean. She always doesn't seem the best figure in any of these lines. So that's it really, ladies and gentlemen. Just a shorter one from me today, as I've literally just got this in from Japan. Couldn't wait to unbox it and thought, well, might as well film it. Let's see how it goes. So I have been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. Please do comment, like, and subscribe, as we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers in 2023. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I've got to end this soon because my battery's going to die, and that'll probably corrupt all the footage. I don't want that to happen. So as I say, like and subscribe, and I will see you, of course, on the next video. Spoiler alert, that's going to be Doc Ock and Aunt May Marvel Legends 2-pack, because that has just shipped today. So after I see Guardians of the Galaxy tomorrow, that bad boy is going to get filmed. See you on the next one.